I really don't know what to say about society right now. There's been two mass shootings in the last 24 hours in the United States. There was the Ohio one, and in that one, Dayton, Ohio, and in that one, 10 people were killed, and then there was the one in Texas, which 20 people died. So altogether, so far, 30 people have died in these mass shootings just over this weekend, and I'm very much in support of gun ownership, and I believe everyone should have a gun. And I know for a fact that a society that carries a gun is a lot safer than societies that don't. And a lot of these mass shootings happened in gun-free zones, and I really like. I don't know. Maybe outlawing gun-free zones might be a thing that we might have to do. Something has to be done, whether it's stronger background checks or whatever. Something has to be done about these mass shootings that keep happening. We either need to have a heavy focus on mental health. We either need to focus heavily on lone wolf type people. I just don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's really a good solution to these problems that we're facing today in society, because it's not just in the United States either, it's all over the world. While it happens in the United States a little more because guns are more easily accepted in the United, that you can have easier access to them in the United States, they still happen in other countries. And one of the things that might be fueling all of this is the political contention that is happening in the United States. I've been saying for a long time that we're probably going to be looking at another civil war in the United States pretty soon. And when I talk about a civil war, I'm not talking about two armies, one side, a battlefield. I'm talking about mass chaos, bombings, mass shootings, mass chaos where people are shooting each other for political gain, and the politicians only want power, and that's pretty much what we've been seeing now. Democrats, they only want power, they only want control, and they will try to get it any way possible. And a lot of those supporters are committing acts of violence in order to achieve their goals, which is very Nazi-esque. They want to go around calling everyone a Nazi, but they're the ones being the Nazis, attacking, punching people. There was one guy that tried to attack a ICE facility and brought guns and everything and had a shootout with the Border Patrol and all that kind of stuff. That happened not too long ago either. I don't know what these two mass shootings, like what their motives actually were, but I don't know. Maybe I think that it's possible they're going to be political motivated. That by the end of this, we'll find out they're either Republican or Democrat, and that they, feel the same political tensions that happening. This is what happens when you when you bring up the temperature of politics. When you decide that you're right and the other side is just wrong, and that you believe you're morally superior to everyone else, and you know what is right, and the only way to conform that you're right is by punching someone in the face. This is what happens. This is the result of your political, of you raising up the temperature in the political arena. Because politics is a very, very, very serious thing. Everyone says, I don't get into politics, but guess what? It's a very serious thing because it controls every single thing in your life. For real, politics are upstream of culture. Where there's culture, there's politics. And politics are extremely, extremely, extremely important. Your political views, no matter what side you're on, are extremely, extremely important. Because those will decide the laws. Those will be the ones to decide the laws, the moral compass of the country. All that kind of stuff is decided through your political opinions. That's the truth. And when we have both sides at each other's throats, ready to punch each other, ready to have street fights, ready to basically say ban the other side, you're not gonna have a good country. That's the truth about it. You're not going to be able to essentially, get along with each other if you can't stand to be in the same room. We see Democrats all the times. We talk about Democrat debates recently, and they're over there, saying when any answer that they don't want to answer, they claim a Republican talking point, right? That's a Republican talking point. Why does it matter if it's a Republican talking point? Why are these Democrats saying that? Because they don't want to answer a question, but you get what I'm saying on this issue? They're saying that's a Republican talking point. We shouldn't discuss it. In other words, a Republican talking point is so bad, we don't even need it in our debates. That is what they're trying to say. And when you do that, you get this. You get people dying. And I've been, saying it for a long time. You're going to get, with the rhetoric you're spewing, you're eventually going to get somebody killed. And it's, it's happening. Like I said, we may still be able to turn the tide. We may still be able to figure out how to live with each other. But, every day I'm losing more hope that we can actually reach a place to where we can actually turn back the tide and actually start to live in the same country with people we politically disagree with. The more things I'm seeing, the more the Democrats are going extremely radical and attacking people, and the more right-wingers are going to get fed up and start attacking right back. And, this is the type of stuff that's going to happen continuously. We're going to see this type of evil repeatedly happen if we don't bring down the temperature, if we don't agree. If we agree, and what I'm basically saying is we need to agree to disagree. That's the way we need to do it. If we can't even do that, we have no country. We have nothing. And, we're basically going to go into straight up civil war.